Hello, everyone, and good evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on when you are watching this. Welcome to Reality Hour. I am Adam Samuel. Today, we're talking top 20 week of American Idol. We've finally made it. The 2 weeks of the top 20 of American Idol. And joining me are my co-hosts. We have Eric.
Nitpicker in chief right here. How is everybody? This was a rough set, you guys. This is not going to be a very easy season to get through, is my guess.
We're going to make it fun, Eric. We're
reality. Going to do our damnedest.
We will find the puns if we have to kick them with a horse ourselves. And we also have Grace.
How you doing today, Grace? No. This year it's pickles. Although probably not for long if my instincts are correct. But yes, I am here. I am prone to my Wi-Fi going out, which is a bit of a pickle, but I'll try not to make a big deal out of it.
Yes, Grace is on a pickle kick this season, so I'm sure we'll be getting
a few
gherkins of jokes there from her throughout the season. But yeah, we are here. We are here. We got 20 contestants to go through. Overall, not a fan of most of them. Maybe like a couple that I could say are maybe like a BB plus. That is a low bar. I don't know about you guys, but just talking overall about the lineup, oof.
Yep. This is definitely the weakest season in several years, at least. There are a couple of people I like, but all of them will be gone within the next few weeks, is my guess.
This is like, I'm going to be a little bit like blunt here. It's not that I feel like seasons of Idol can be really good. They can be like really talented or really messy. You know, like when there's like, you know, there's drama, there's like, you know, maybe it's not the best cast, but like there's fun stuff to talk about with them. For me, this season is neither. It's neither really talented or really messy, which is the worst thing, in my opinion, that a show can be, which is a certain word that starts with B. It's boring.
Are you really going to go there?
Boring. Yeah. This season is.
Oh, I thought you were throwing jabs boring at ABC's other reality show.
No. But that is my opinion of these 2 episodes, this lineup.
Grace, how did your brain go to anything other than boring?
I don't know where my brain is right now.
Okay. Anyway.
What about you, Grace? What are you thinking about this lineup of contestants? Are you a fan, not a fan? Where's the Grace truth lie?
I thought the first episode was much stronger than the second in terms of talent. I feel like there weren't really any standouts on the second night. One thing I will say is I did actually like Keke Palmer as a guest judge. I've seen a few people stating that they want her on the show full time. It's not going to happen. She's on an NBC show, so there's.
She's here to promote her new song. Let's be honest here.
I didn't even know she had. Never mind. But that's usually what they're doing there, unless they're alumni. But we have a permanent judge who's an alum, so no American Juniors does not count. But they did show her American Juniors audition.
I mean, like we'll talk more, but how the mighty
this whole thing is just a product placement.
I used to love this show. I used to really love this show, and I continue to watch it because I enjoy talking to you guys. But Jesus Christ, like this is a slog. I'll try to stay upbeat and like, you know, give some fun thoughts, but like Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Let's power through it, shall we? Episode 1. Let's get into it.
Makiyah doing Bang Bang. I was very nervous when I found out she was doing this song. And
was very nervous? You should still
I
be
was nervous because like it's kind of a song that you kind of have to yell out unless you're Jessie J and you're a good technical singer and you can pull it off. Makiyah is nowhere near on her technique level, so it just kind of sounded like she was yelling.
I would rate this an H for hot mess.
Yeah, parts were off, parts were great, but the thing is, it's not going to be a performance that will do anything to help her in the competition.
She, for me, is a coin flip. I think she could make it, but I won't be upset or surprised if she doesn't.
I think she's probably gone. Jake Thistle.
That's the power of love. This
Okay,
song
I just
really
wrote.
doesn't showcase a lot vocally.
I literally wrote, "This is a nothing performance." That's what it is. It's
A lot of that is the song, though, in fairness.
Yeah, but it's still a nothing performance. It doesn't matter why it's a nothing performance. It did nothing to help him, did nothing to hurt him. It was just, it happened. It's forgettable.
It's like,
Moving on.
it comes back to that word with the B.
Boring, exactly.
I still think he's going to make it through, but who knows?
Probably,
gotta try
because
the Pink Pony
he's a
Club.
guy who plays guitar, and that's, that's all he needs to do.
Oh, yeah.
Pink Pony Club.
Genevieve
Pickle
Hayward.
Girl. Is she even a serious contestant?
I will say is she sang the song well, but it's not a song that creates a true moment. And given the how polarizing she could be potentially, she needed a moment. She didn't have it. I think she's probably gone.
Honestly, here's my take. This song, does not require good singing. I mean, you could hear me howling this song out of my car every once in a while. And also, when the judges said you had fun, you are in a pickle.
It kind of feels like, this show is kind of veered into not giving really constructive criticism at all, or just anything. But I kind of feel, it's just, it's just noise that the judges make.
I've been watching the past 8 freaking years.
Lionel.
Daniel Stallworth.
I'm sorry,
I know. Well, okay, he sang a Lionel Richie song, which that's called pandering. He did sing it well, but the upbeat arrangement and that silly Bobby Bones type dancing, come on now.
It was another nothing performance. It was fine, boring, but to me, but it was fine. I guess.
It was good. It was fine. I have nothing. Just that's going to be my opinion for 90% of these people. So
same here. I wrote a nothing performance for 6 of these people. So
it sucks. If you're gonna I'd rather just do something crazy. At least give me something to talk about.
At least entertain us if you're gonna, But anyway, Kyndal Inskeep.
People like
her.
Who is
a front runner for sure.
She I don't think she's a front runner, but I think she's definitely a lock for top 10.
Definitely. She was kind of torn between playing guitar and not playing guitar. She ended up not. It's a good thing you're not a guy, Kyndal, because if you were, you'd be in trouble for not playing alone. She sang it well. I have no doubt she's going to make it through this round. A lot of people, when I saw the power rankings come out for the season, a lot of them had her top of the list.
They're wrong.
Well, a lot of that was because of her original songs, which are better than her covers, but we can say that for almost everybody that does originals.
Doesn't matter. Hannah's winning this season, but we'll get to her in a few.
Or Brooks.
It's not going to be Brooks. It's going to be Hannah.
Don't jinx it.
Let's talk about the next guy.
Kutter Bradley. It's not over.
I love this song.
It probably is.
I mean, maybe one more week, but no, probably he's probably done here.
Yeah, I mean, Doctor sings it way better. Doctor's Amazing Life. Anyway,
Jesse Findling.
You found me. This was his worst performance so far.
Easily.
I love this song also.
Starting off in that high key was what was they thinking with that one? It was quite off. It got better as it went along, but it started off
I wasn't sure what note he was on, but I found him.
Boo.
Good try. Good effort, Adam.
I thought jokes were supposed to be your bread and butter.
It got better as it went along, but yeah. It didn't do well in view counts. I'm starting to regret making him my first choice.
I still like him.
I like him, but I'm starting to think that he's not going to get second. I think Brooks might.
Top 10, and then he's unceremoniously cut before top 5.
Potentially.
And they're going to paint it like it's this big sad thing, but...
Big shocker.
Does anyone feel any attachment to any of these? I'm so.
Well,
This
I
is
like
not
two
the
of
fault
them.
of the. I believe that this is not the fault of the contestants. I feel that this is a fault of the producers and a fault of the storytelling of the story of the season. I don't know
No,
if it's the format. I feel
no,
like.
I genuinely like two
Format's
of the
been
contestants.
problematic for years now.
Do
But
you
only two.
disagree, Eric?
No,
Whose fault is this?
I think it's. I mean, it's probably the producer's fault for casting these contestants. So, that's what I would say. It's mostly the fault of. But yeah.
All right,
Hannah
let's
Harper.
talk about Hannah Harper. And
He's dominating in view counts.
if Genevieve doesn't make it through this round, are we going to switch from pickle puns to cheese puns?
Whatever you
We'll
want to
pick
do.
any puns. I just want something to keep me going through this season. It's either puns or vodka at this point. I don't really know what else you guys want from me.
Puns or vodka? Oh my god.
We have an episode title.
Well, Eric
Puns
doesn't drink, so we're not participating in that one.
We'll give him the non-alcoholic stuff. He'll be fine.
Ain't no grave, no guitar. Her kids were at her mentoring session. Tell me that wasn't on purpose.
It was on purpose.
Oh, it was. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. She did sound good. A lot of people, including this one over here, think it's game over and she's gonna win. I'm still not entirely convinced, although she's on my team, so I'm way overdue to win. It's been way too long since I won a draft.
It's over. It's over. She won. Moving on. Braden Rumfelt.
Must be love on the brain.
I love this song.
And he made the terrible mistake of mentioning that he has a girlfriend. You don't mention that you have a girlfriend.
Well, I didn't watch that part. I'll say best male vocal of either night, in my opinion. I thought this was the best performance from the guy of either night. That's what we're talking about. I did.
Really low bar, Eric.
Oh, I'm not saying that means he was good or great. I'm just saying it was my favorite performance from the guy from either night. Brooks.
Someone else who was also making it through, no doubt.
Dancing on my own. I keep dancing. Sorry, I had a moment there.
He had some, yeah, but no, he's dancing on his own, and he's gonna dance into the top 10.
Top 3, probably, honestly. I think he probably finishes in second or third. I thought it was a great song choice.
He's giving it his all.
He's not the guy you're taking. Oh, great, Adam. Anyway, I really wish I liked his voice better. But I do think there's a chance I might warm up to him as the season progresses. Whether or not it's because he's actually getting better, or because I'm just giving in to the fact that he's probably the person I hate the least that's going to probably make the top 3. So we'll see.
Are we sure this isn't just Fritz, like a few years later, like with a mustache?
Well, it's
No.
it's a very different voice than Fritz.
He kind of reminds
Very
me of Fritz.
He's also just so lovable too,
Okay.
and that always wins you points. Just ask Andy Richter if we're allowed to say his name anymore.
One.
All right.
Philmon doing "Don't Stop Believing." I think I've stopped believing. I think this show has made me stop believing.
I know this song is like a certified bop, but like if I never hear it again, especially on these shows, I'd be okay with that.
But I'll say, if you wanted to actually like make an impression, this was like the worst possible song choice. Actually,
You can't make an impression with that song.
You can't.
It's the B word, guys.
I mean, he changed the arrangement a little bit.
Yeah, he slowed down the beginning, and I actually liked that part. But then, like, when it went closer to the original, I don't think his voice really went with it. So it just kind of stayed in first gear.
And he kind of strained a little in parts. You know, it is what it is. But the B word. Ray, my favorite of the week. My favorite of both weeks.
But no, I mean, Respect is one of those songs that when I find out people are singing it, I'm just like, nope. It's one of those songs where I just start to tune out and go to a happy place.
How old is the song at this point?
Old.
I'm gonna say
Older than all of us put together.
I'm gonna say
Older than all of us put together.
50
No,
years.
it's not that old. But
I don't know. What I'll say is she was really good at it. She sang it really well. No.
she did. It was one of the better performances I can think of this song that I've heard on these shows.
It wasn't as good as Lauren Spencer Smith or Louisa, but it was good.
Didn't sound like karaoke, so that's a point in her favor. I do take a point off for dropping to her knees, but I think she's going to make it through, so it doesn't matter.
I hope she does, because I know my other favorite's not going to make it through. So, hoping at least one of them does.
All right.
Lucas.
Someone else who's probably making it through, Lucas Leon, Just to See You Smile. This performance was the B word.
It was a nothing performance.
Yeah,
It
pretty
was
much.
maybe because I'm like
Disappointing.
running on fumes until Easter at this point, but this is when I started like falling asleep during the show.
Okay.
And it was only the third performance.
Jordan McCullough.
Still haven't found
still
what I'm
haven't
looking
found
for.
what I'm
I haven't found what I'm looking for with this season.
The way he started this song was very similar to the way I've actually heard Chris Allen sing this song live. And I like Chris's version better than this, of course. So next.
The only time I ever had fun with this song is when I was in Ireland and we were all like drunkenly singing it at a cabaret.
Also, David Cook sang it better too.
Is it weird that like I think the only place I remember this is gonna be really bad. I think I only really associate this song at this point with Sing, the movie.
Is that
No?
the stupid like fake talent competition animated bullshit movie? Oh my god, Adam!
The one where
You
Tori Kelly
saw
plays an
that?
elephant.
You saw that?
I
I've
did
seen
see
it.
Eric, you haven't seen it? Yeah, we're turning the conversation on you now. How do you like it?
It's the only Illumination movie that I've ever actually seen in full because I refuse to watch any of the other ones. Abayomi. Am I sick of Mama Knows Best yet?
I'm sick of it. I've heard this song way better.
In
Well,
my
yes,
opinion,
I mean, who sings this song better than Jessie J?
there's one person, the best performance
No,
of
there
this
isn't.
song that will always be the gold standard for me is
Jessie J.
I will give a gold star to anyone who could say it.
Alona
Best
Santiago.
performance.
Jessie J.
No. You're both wrong.
And you're wrong.
It was on my top 10 performances of all time on Idol from the seasons that I've watched. Seriously?
Huh.
Serena Joy Crow, best performance of this song.
Oh right, I forgot about that one.
I first of all, I could tell she was nervous. Like she was starting with like the mic, like holding like as they were like just before the music, I think really even started. I could tell there were nerves. Personally, just because I have that association with the Serena version of it, I'm like, this is not as good as that. And it just showed all the failings of it. And I was like, this is the point where she like punches the air. And it was just like, no. And I was like, it was good. I kind of wanted more, but I feel like she was nervous.
She sang it well, but like, I mean, again, I like her voice, but she's becoming forgettable if she hasn't already.
You guys got to rewatch that Serena performance. It's still incredible.
I will watch it.
Like, stunning.
We'll watch it later, but let's talk about
Madison.
Do we have to talk about this one?
What a bad song choice. What are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing?
I will say, I'll give her credit. With the exception of one note, to my ears, she nailed it. But
the ending was
the problem
rough.
is what?
The ending, I think like the last few notes were bad.
The big note was off, definitely off. The rest of it sounded right to me. The song was a big mistake, regardless. Doesn't matter if she could have sang it perfectly. Doesn't matter because everyone's going to compare her to Kelly, and Kelly's better. So, bad choice. Really bad song choice.
She is
okay. So everybody here knows how I feel about the original artist. I don't want to get on a tirade here because I'm in a time crunch. And I applaud her for taking risks, but like, why? I didn't like this performance at all. I didn't like it.
Okay.
Missed a lot of notes. There's no refinement.
She missed one note as far as I could tell. But
I heard quite a few rough notes.
Okay. Chris Tungseth.
Who is 100% making it through this week.
Ruby Ray.
Eh. So double eh.
Okay, well, let's talk about Chris for a second because he's actually going to make it through.
Is he?
Ruby's not going to make it through, so let's talk about Chris.
How many people are even getting cut? What are we doing?
Can we cut all of them?
No.
I would cut all of them.
No, but no. Okay, apologize. Meh. I mean, I didn't think it was perfect, but he did make a lot of good choices, so I was happy with that. And like I said, his view count's pretty high, so he's going through. Julian, the only person from my team on this second episode, which goes to show you that my team is better than both of yours. I really like this dude. I think he knows exactly who he is. I think he knows what he wants to do. And I think people are going to gravitate towards him if they haven't already.
Next.
Maybe. Alrighty. Yeah. Keyla Richardson. Now, here's my friend being a conspiracy theorist. She mentioned that her son was not able to be there because he had to go back to school. My friend suggested that if Hannah Harper's kids were old enough to be in school, the producers would have somehow found a way to drag them out.
Nope.
With a little help from their friends. But no, this is another song that if I never hear it again, especially on these singing shows, I will die happily. But she has the highest view count of anybody from Tuesday night. So she's going through. She's kind of the Fantasia stuff at the end. I'm not a Fantasia fan, so I was not into that.
I'm sorry, I just don't get the hype around her. I've heard the song doing way better, and by the end, so the screaming actually was quite painful to me to listen to. It was. I mean, what do I know? A lot of people are watching her. She'll probably make the finale, is my guess.
Eric likes Fantasia about as much as I do, which is not very much.
I honestly think the finale, if you had to put a gun to my head right now, I think the finale is Hannah, Brooks, and Keyla.
So we all have somebody. Yay.
That's my guess. Well, we won't be, because I refuse to watch or talk about the Songs of Faith theme. But we'll be back in a few weeks after the holidays. Happy holidays to those who celebrate. I'm to be clear, I'm not against the holidays. People celebrate the holidays. I'm against idle shoving holidays down our throats, assuming that all of us celebrate Easter when not all of us do.
I know that.
Those who do celebrate, enjoy it. We will talk to everyone in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Bye, all.
Bye.